Thank you. Hey everyone, it's Shelby at Shelby'sComics.com here with a very special mail call. So it's my very first just impromptu live show. We'll see if we get anybody showing up. But I had something very special come in the mail that I've been anticipating, and I wanted to share with you guys. Most of all, I want to share it with somebody else might appreciate it. So direct from his brand new space, my best friend in the community. We do auctions every week together. My best friend, Gorilla Todd.
What's up, Shelby? Good to see you, man.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
I'm excited. Like you said, I got a new space. I'm bringing books in. I've brought in, I don't know, 20, 30 boxes so far. I'm not even sure how many, but I got a lot more to go. Next couple of days are going to be busy. Got my first auction on Whatnot tomorrow night.
So yeah. I saw it posted. Yeah, I was still uploading a few things to my Whatnot today, and and I saw you are scheduled for. I'm scheduled for 8 Central Standard Time. You're scheduled for 9 Central Standard Time.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be making my debut on Whatnot. We'll see how it goes. I'll definitely
that'll be great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely gonna bring some cool books, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, it looks like a busy week on Whatnot. I see a lot of people that are doing their very first auctions this week. When you kind of look through their description and stuff. I just scheduled my second one for this week, so I'll be on Tuesday at 8 Central Time, and then Thursday at 9:15 Central Standard Time. So I have a standing commitment that I always do at 8 my time, and so I'm going to join in. So, we'll see if we get any viewers here. If anything, they can catch us on the rewind. So go join in.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. And they catch us on the rewind. But so hey, there's Tony and Y. I was just talking to him earlier.
What's happening, Tony? Oh, I see. I'm in the wrong.
So Tony just did his first Whatnot.
Nice.
The other night, and him and I were talking back and forth on IG, and he was like, "Dude, how long do you go for?" I ended up going for like 2 hours, and I was like, "Well, how many books did you post?" He's like 75.
Because he sold them all, Tony. Good for you.
Yeah, Todd's gonna give us a little bit of a tour here in a moment. So not yet. I want to save that. Till hopefully we get a few more people in.
It's not going to be great. I don't have a camera. I'm just going to have to spin the laptop around. But I'll show you what's happening so far.
Yeah, but I was telling you sold all 84. 1 cancellation. That's cool. Yeah, but that makes for a long auction and a lot of shipping. So,
thanks,
I was telling, I told Todd and I told Tony, do those 1-minute auctions. And I always just figure I can sell about 30 an hour. So I usually post around 30 to 40. And usually my auctions are about an hour and a half. That's a manageable amount that I can get shipped out and stuff within 2 days. And everything was all packed up today, but it's been raining all day here at my house. I didn't get a chance to get to the post office. So I'll be doing that first thing in the morning. But so great. I'm glad you sold everything. Hopefully you make a little bit of money, and you know where to come when you want some of them denim books. All right. Hopefully a few more people will find us. Hey, so here is what I got in. It's thin,
that's
big. I knew this is something that
My mind is racing. Is it art? Is it an oversized book?
Who knows what it might be? I want to finish enjoying your show for Venom. I hope didn't have time. I don't think I ended up selling anything you don't have. There was a few Venom books that I didn't get to. So, but yeah, definitely check me out. And Todd's doing his first auction. If you didn't hear us talking about it, Tony.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 9 o'clock Central. So
yeah, 7 Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah, well, Tony, of course, is in New York, so that would be
10
o'clock. Yeah, if it's 9 o'clock Central, it'll be 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see how we can get into this thing. How's this person got it folded? Oh, there it is. All right. And then I already see they have it all taped to the thing here.
That's a packing job and a half.
Hey, some people, you know, and I used to do that on my videos. I would show the whole unpacking to watch the Shelby struggle, but
struggle is real.
A few people got offended.
Well, yeah, if you're shouting out who packed it and you're complaining about the packing, I could imagine that's going to upset some people.
Yeah, so I learned how to do a fast forward on my videos. So wow. Well, you know, Chad's been doing it for a while, and he's got a pretty big following. So,
hey, good for Chad. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Good for Whatnot. It's good stuff.
Yeah. You know, Chad's been around the game for a while. So, all right. So then it's got more tape, but everything's all.
That's a lot of tape. Sometimes less tape is more.
That's what I always say, Todd, is less is more.
I think the least amount of tape you can pack something securely with is like the way to go.
Yeah. It's his first show there. I haven't seen anyone. Oh, yeah. I've done 2 shows, and I think my highest was around 30 or 40. But like I said, I mean, Chad, you know, Chad's a part of that larger community of the cool kids that, you know, kind of started this whole thing a year or so ago. So, yeah, that's what she told me. I know. I was thinking the same thing, Tony. Here's the first one. Oh, still got some more tape. All right, so Todd already knows what some of these things are. So I'm a huge art buff, and the back of magazines in the day, you could order like sets of prints and stuff back in the 70s.
Oh, right, you told me. Okay.
Yeah, and I never, you know, I was a youngin' back then, man, so I never got a chance to order any of those things. And I found a guy that had 3 prints from the 70s. And this is not one of them. This is something else. So this was actually going to be something for my show, More You Know Monday, where I was talking about video games. And one of the companies that put out some of the early DOS video games for Marvel was Paragon Press. And they actually commissioned these pieces of art. So this is actually John Byrne.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's like an unpublished, except for here, John Byrne piece of art. And
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And so it's got just all these different artists and such for this. So,
What are those like
John,
character sheets?
huh?
What are those like character sheets or something?
Yeah. So it's
Information
like
sheet?
John Beatty, Bill Black, John Byrne, Michael Golden, Michael Hernandez, Michael Kaluta, Gil Kane, Jack Kirby, Ken Landgraf, Bob McLeod, Jerry Ordway, George Perez, Marshall Rogers, Bill Sienkiewicz.
Like a who's who. It's like a who's who of artists.
I know. And it was by this Paragon Publishing, which was a software company. So,
how much do you think those artists got paid back then? Probably peanuts.
oh, peanuts. Yeah, I'm sure just a couple of hundred, But this is Landgraf.
That's pretty cool stuff. I can't see it that close.
Here, I'll
Go big or something. Let people see how that cool. Tony Bendit. He wants Wolverine.
Yeah.
Who is that?
I'm not sure. Like I said, it's from the 70s, so it could be like.
Hey, hang on 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta step off camera.
Uh-oh. But no, it could be like an independent character or something. Tony, I've never had a problem in that department, if you know what I mean. But I didn't keep any of the women around. But yeah, it's almost like
Okay, I'm back.
Almost like Ditko-esque, but it's a Landgraf.
Well, it's a girl though. I don't know. That's not Scarlet. Is that some version of Scarlet Witch or something?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's just an independent character. Maybe we'd have to go back to some 1980s.
Oh, so it's like maybe it's a character from the game. See, if an artist used her today, then or a writer used her today, she'd shoot up in value. You'd have the freaking or maybe it was like Star Sapphire or something.
Oh yeah. Check out that Green Lantern they did it on green paper.
Who did that one?
Gil Kane.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I know, right? And it's done on this very nice, thick kind of
funny. They had like
you can tell it's like handmade paper and stuff. It's cotton woven, so it's really nice.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, check out that Moon Knight, Bob
Moon Knight and Batman. They're like
it is. It's Moon Knight versus Batman.
It's like Marvel DC.
Yeah. Well, they say Moon Knight is the Batman of Marvel.
Whose signature is that? I can't.
Bob McLeod.
Bob McLeod. Okay. I have some art from Bob McLeod. I've met him a bunch of times.
Yeah.
In Florida. I have a Wolverine, a Punisher, I think, a Captain America.
Yeah,
Red Skull. Man, so you can make copies of that at a shooting range and use that as a target.
Ooh.
Oh, geez.
Now, that's from Bill Black. So what I noticed is all of these are inked by this person, Bill Black, which I'm not sure if I know who that is. But this is the inker, Bill Black. I guess his own pencils and ink.
Like Storm stabbing She-Hulk or something?
It does look like She-Hulk. I'm not sure who the woman is.
Let me see.
But man, she looks kind of vicious.
Oh no, that's not Storm. Is that like the Black Queen or something?
No, I don't think so.
Hellfire. She looks Hellfire Clubbish.
Yeah, maybe.
That's just what it reminds me of.
Yeah, got the dog collar going. Look at that. Got the She-Hulk, got her arm wrapped around her leg, and she's gripping her hand. And man, it's a pretty nice piece of art.
Who's that, Hulk?
That's by Jerry Ordway and Beatty.
And John Beatty?
Yeah, it does look like a really skinny Hulk. Yeah, I'm not too impressed, but there we go. There's a Punisher. So that's by Zach. Mike Zeck.
What year did this come out?
1982.
So this is pretty early.
Yeah.
And I guess that's like Daredevil or Spider-Man swinging behind him.
I thought it was Spider-Man at first, but I think you're right. It might be Daredevil.
He moves more like Daredevil.
It looks more like Daredevil. I think you're right.
Spidey would be like have his legs all up and cool. Oh, nice. Nightcrawler.
Yeah. That's about Marshall.
Marshall Rogers.
No, it says Marshall. I'm assuming it's his last name. Where's the sheet?
I thought you said Marshall Rogers.
Oh, did I? Oh, you're right. Marshall Rogers. Yeah.
He had an awesome. He had a really cool detective run. They reprinted it in the deluxe format.
Ooh, that's what I love.
Shayna She-Devil.
Yeah, this is by Elm. I don't think that's Michael Golden. Maybe Hernandez.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. There you go. Done with some Zipatone. John Byrne.
That's pretty cool.
That is cool. It's like he's tearing out of the paper and stuff.
Just breaking the fourth wall. That's like an iconic Hawkeye type.
Yeah, it's a George Perez. Oh, there you go. Mm-hmm. That's by Michael Golden. I've never seen Michael Golden do a DC character at all.
Cool, the Shadow.
Yeah. So that's Kaluta.
Makes sense. Tony claims Wolverine for the second time.
And then the last one that was here is the Bill Sienkiewicz one. Bill Sienkiewicz doing Conan.
Boobies. Sorry, got
Oh yeah, it is some boobies.
You're gonna get in trouble.
I think it's okay when it's art.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's Bill Sienkiewicz, inked by Bob McLeod. So that's pretty cool.
That's why it's so like refined, because Sienkiewicz would usually look more like he has more energy in his drawing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is 82, so it's very early. I'm trying to think. Even, I mean, he may have been, maybe the Moon Knight run had been started by that time.
Isn't that like 83? Maybe
I think it is 83, 84 too, Todd. So this is probably some very early.
I'm not sure. Yeah. It was probably all those guys when they were early in their career, more or less.
Yeah, so I was really happy to find that because, like I said, I found it because I was researching this software company, Paragon, and came across this portfolio. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. If I got a chance, I would pick up that portfolio.
Oh, hell yeah.
Especially now having seen it.
Yeah, like I said, it's all cotton paper and stuff, so it's real nice.
Heroes, heavies, and heroines.
So I think I'm going to save that one because I know you'll like the next one, Todd. And then maybe you can give us a quick little around the old office.
Whenever you're ready, I'll give you a little spin tour.
All right, this is from 1979. Very early. Neil Adams portfolio.
Sweet. All the characters he created when he created continuity. Is that what that is?
I think so, yeah. It's called The New Heroes.
So this is like after his DC stuff.
Yeah. And it's signed by Neil Adams and limited to, I'm not sure how many, but this is number 200 and signed by Neil Adams. So very early Neil Adams signature. Oh, again, it's that nice cotton paper. Ooh. Oh, man.
Oh, Miss Mystic. Okay.
Oh, it smells like the 70s.
Is that like a pencil effect?
It's all pencil. Yeah, it's all pencil.
Nice. Sometimes I like just seeing pencil.
I do too. I agree with you.
I mean, ink is clean and all, but pencil, you kind of see there's just another level to it. Like,
Yeah.
Crazy
Oh,
Man. I remember all these titles.
yeah, I do too. Crazy Man. That's pretty cool.
There was
I
a,
like some
there was,
fruity
I don't
dots
know.
around
I
there.
think there was a character later on called, Valeria the She Bat.
Mm.
I think I have a card from a card set that has Neil Adams' signature on it. I got one of those chase cards once in a pack. King Tut. I've never seen that.
Never. I never have either. The Man from Future Past. He's like shooting triangles out. It's pretty cool. It's got a little eye of pyramid back there.
Yep, yep. Nice.
Yeah.
Put a lot of work in that hair. What is that one?
Shame.
I Shaman or Shaman? I don't know if I heard of
Just
that one.
Shaman.
Just
So
Shaman?
yeah, it's this character here, and he's like fighting some big bulbous.
Demon looking goblin or something?
Yeah. I don't remember this ever being a comic book either.
This could have just been like concept sketches.
Probably. Okay,
Toy
Toy
Boy.
Boy, we know.
I don't know Toy Boy.
Oh, really? Yeah, he had a comic.
Never seen that one. Looks like they stuck a boy's head on a transformer.
He had like mechanized. It's actually kind of a suit like from Aliens. That Sigourney Weaver was in. So it's like a mechanical type of suit.
Like a armor kind of.
Yeah,
Battle armor sort of.
but I really like the little robot guy running around on one wheel.
It's pretty
Or
cool.
they did it in Star Wars. And then height. I don't know this character either, but he's got a sword, but then he's also got like a laser pistol. So I don't want to say it's
like
a Conan, but maybe like a cross of like a Future and a Conan.
More like a John Carter or something.
Yeah. I like the.
Maybe it takes place on the moon of Jupiter called Titan.
Oh, there you go.
Probably not,
But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Who published that portfolio?
I was just looking at it. It's done by Sal Q Productions.
I think I've heard of that one before. I've seen them on some portfolios.
Okay.
I have an old Bernie Wrightson. I have a couple of plates left. I don't even think I have the whole. I don't know if I have the whole portfolio.
That's why I don't own many portfolios, because usually something's missing from it.
Yeah.
And that, you know me, I'm kind of an obsessive person.
And how do you even know if you don't know what is supposed to be in there?
The guy told me that he kind of gave me a little bit of the history. Is this was bought? This was a collection, and came from one collector, and nothing was broken up. So I kind of trusted it. But I agree with you. I don't know 100% that nothing's missing, but when you get up to like,
I mean, dude, I would be happy even if it's not you got some cool drawings and some cool pieces there. It's a
Yeah,
cool set. I wouldn't be worried about it.
yeah. But yeah, my little bit of obsessiveness, um, oh, and it lists all of them on the front. It does list them all. It does list all the plates on the front.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So Miss Mystic, Shaman, Toy Boy, Crazy Man, Titan, King Tut.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right. So you want to show us a little before we do the last one?
Yeah, let me turn the other light on real quick. I realize I'm sitting in a dark room. But okay. I technically streamed on my phone from the office when I did my when I picked my keys up.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
a little live stream.
Yeah,
So this was like technically the second time I've streamed, but the first time like I'm actually sitting and doing a formal. So I'm just gonna lift it around and give you guys kind of like the. Let's see, we got some. There's the desk. You got some prints and some books. Got a lot of space.
Wow. Filling
We
up
got
quick though,
a
aren't
full
you?
cart. We got some more books. I got the rest of the space behind me. So that's the 360-degree.
Well, yeah, turn it back around and kind of point out where you planning on putting some shelves and stuff. I mean,
Actually, that whole half is going to all be shelves.
okay.
That's all just there temporarily. So that whole other side is going to be shelves. I'm going to do some shelving behind me, some displays, get some books up. Got a lot of plans, but every day I take a few steps in the right direction. And, hopefully this is going to, I seriously think having all the accessibility to all my books and just bringing in the stuff from the storage unit is going to infuse such a vigor to the auctions. I really am excited because it's just going to let me get people books they want quickly and facilitate shipping and really create a much more efficient process.
Yeah, I'm thinking about in the other room, because I'm kind of like set up like you with the tables and books on top. But yeah, I think maybe a more efficient way, even though it might not look as good, is
I'll show you.
Get those large industrial gray.
Dude, I'll show you.
That are about 1.5 feet deep and be able to then put 16, 18 boxes, against a wall, versus 6 boxes on a table. You know what I mean?
No, I'll show you. Look, I'm gonna get racks like that, big metal racks.
Okay.
They're gonna hold 5 to 6 boxes.
Talking about.
Yeah, they'll hold 5 to 6 boxes per shelf. And each shelf holds up to 800 pounds. So even 6 short boxes, is like 25 pounds each. It's like 150 pounds.
Right. Yeah.
So
I'm excited for you, dude. You and I were talking about earlier is, one, I'm excited for you. Two, I could definitely appreciate the courage that it takes to, want to kind of branch out like that and, really build yourself. I know you have a lot of plans. You and I have talked, that goes beyond the auctions. Like a website and
all that stuff's in progress.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep it kind of organized. So the way, if anybody out there is watching and you want to know how to get in touch with Gorilla Todd or follow me on any of the social media, check Instagram, Gorilla Todd Comics, and I have my link tree in my bio, and that's got links for everything that's relevant right now.
I'll definitely drop your link tree. I don't even know if I have it, Gorilla. Is it in your?
It's the link in my Instagram bio.
It's in the IG. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the description and stuff.
It's Linktree is a great tool because if you know, like I
I
have more than one spot I want to point people in.
I love
get
it.
one with Instagram. So
I love it. I have my website, of course, on there, but I have a YouTube channel, I have my eBay page. I
yeah,
actually have a direct link to be able to pay me through PayPal
I,
on it.
I haven't linked it to some specific videos. Like when I did my new office, when I picked up the keys, I linked that video in Linktree.
Okay.
In
So
case you
yeah,
want to
I see
check
your
it
link
out.
tree. Actually, I will copy and drop that right now
I haven't put little
over in the
thumbnails in it.
description. So,
Yeah, man, I'm excited. I love comics. I love dealing with comics. I love buying, selling, and trading comics. So it's been a lifelong passion of mine, and it's just I'm fortunate. I'm in a position that I've been supported by the community and been embraced by so many great friends, and just I trying to take a shot and build this into something solid and lasting, and we'll see what happens.
well, and I think, I've thought a lot about like my brand and stuff, and I mean, I kind of gone too far down the road, but I feel like one thing's kind of held me back a bit is maybe naming my brand after myself. Let's face it, Shelby's Comics may not be the coolest name. I'm not sure. Where Gorilla Todd, definitely
I don't know. It just
has more panache, so to speak.
well, it's got a little ring to it. I think. I've got a name. I've linked it to a pretty cool graphic. People respond to it.
Yeah.
And that's art. I mean, art is all about evoking emotion from people, and that's to me that's what a little logo is. It's your chance to connect with somebody.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've definitely been thinking about, if I should maybe change my identity, see if that would, I mean, not that I'm complaining about anything that's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know.
Trust me.
It's always cool to
I
think
sell
about.
quite a bit on eBay. I sell quite a bit on the auctions with you. I sell quite a bit on whatnot.
Yeah. It's like,
back,
but nothing bad about thinking about ways to improve,
yeah.
ways to grow. But what time is it? Okay, 7:30.
All right, so the last one. So you, I know, we can appreciate the history associated with this. So, you remember uh, the lawsuit that Steve Gerber had with
Howard the Duck.
Yeah, over Howard the Duck. And a lot of artists and stuff came to his aid. They put together Destroyer Duck, which was drawn. Hey, Joker.
Hey, what's up, Joker?
Marketing is the key. I agree with you, sir. But Kirby, drew Destroyer Duck, and then I think Gerber.
I remember the cover that he's like holding a grenade or a gun or something.
Do what?
I remember the cover of Destroyer Duck. He's wearing a knit ski cap and he's got like a gun and a grenade or something.
Yeah.
He's like walking forward.
But what I didn't know is they actually produced a portfolio to help raise money. So this is the portfolio, Fog, Friends of Old Gerber. So it's a play on words with, of course,
Foom,
Friends of Old Marvel, right? Because and this is Kirby right here on the cover, an original
nice.
art. I'll make myself.
Yeah, I can't see.
Let me rearrange this, and there we go.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, with Destroyer Duck. There on the cover, kind of a futuristic, but Kirby and Alfredo Al
Alcala.
um
Alcala.
yeah.
Yeah, Alfredo Alcala. He's an anchor from the 70s, I think.
So I thought this was really neat. And of course, I'm seeing all this stuff for the first time too, so I'm enjoying it. Because
It was a copyright thing, I think. They didn't want to give him credit or royalties or something.
well, he was trying to
Or some
claim,
combination of
yeah, he was trying to claim that Howard the Duck was his creation and that he should have some rights to it. Now, why? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if maybe they're going in a direction with Howard the Duck that he didn't like. Maybe it's because of the movie. Maybe he felt like, because Howard the Duck was a pretty freaking big character.
he was. I know. Like when I started collecting, I remember the guy who owned the comic book store that I grew up in, the town I grew up in New York. He told me that
I'm gonna make this. There we go. So we can
he
talk.
told me that Howard the Duck, when it came out, was the hottest book, and it was selling for like $4 to $7, which back then was what I think a 35-cent cover.
Yeah,
Many multiples of cover price. That's like a $30-$40 book today.
Right.
Maybe more. So that book was really a hot commodity at one point. Now, when I started collecting, it was probably, I think that book came out in like mid to late 70s, maybe 70.
Yeah, 78, 79, something like that.
So I think by the time I started collecting in 83, the hotness had kind of waned on that book.
I did collect it. The first two books I really collected were Howard the Duck and Tomb of Dracula. And, by happenstance, or maybe because I like it, Gene Colan, drew both of those.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when Steve Gerber was doing Man Thing, so it was in Adventures in a Fear 10, I believe, which was the Man Thing run. He introduced Howard the Duck. And I'm not sure if he drew the first couple of issues of the actual series or what, or like I said, maybe he felt like he had some rights to it. But I mean, it was hot. I mean, they did make a movie, there's a video game, so.
But when the comic was hot is not when the movie came out. I think the movie came out because there were some people in Hollywood that liked Howard the Duck.
George Lucas probably specifically. George Lucas has a lot more ties to comics than probably is known. George Lucas was actually part owners in a comic book store.
He's a comic collector.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll look through these. I'll make myself a little bigger here. So this first one's really cool. You could probably, this is Charles Vess, entitled Fairy Tales.
Oh wow, Vess is awesome. Most people don't know the Web of Spider-Man #1 cover, but he's done so much work. I think he did that Spider-Man Spirits of the Earth story. It was like a hardcover.
Yeah, so really cool. This is like a mixture of a lot of different story tales. So it has the loom of this fairy tale of the lady in the loom and pricks her finger or something. This, of course, kind of like a Cinderella with a broom. There's a Raggedy Ann. There is a Santa Claus and Nutcracker.
Cool.
I'm not sure what this is, but there's like a wedding cake with 3 people on it. So there's a man and then a woman on each side. So I'm not sure if he's making some kind of statement towards towards that, but that's kind of interesting.
What's up, Captain Ramius?
And way before Woody and Toy Story, look at that little cowboy over there.
Yeah, look at that. Kind of looks like Woody.
It does. It does.
Disney might sue. It's cool, like a frozen warrior. Big ogre.
Yeah, from Wendy Penny. You know the
yeah. When you say that, like, yeah, that looks ElfQuesty. It's funny. It's so funny. I totally see it.
Yeah. And Wendy is definitely one of those underrated artists. You know, her husband did most of the marketing and some of the writing for ElfQuest, but she did the art. And it's like an ice giant. And yeah, kind of an ElfQuesty guy because he's got the pointy ears and stuff.
Yeah, I can't even see his ears. I just in the body structure and the way she draws anatomy. Does he only have 3 fingers?
Oh, he does. He's an elf. 3 fingers. Yeah, I was planning on it. I was just looking at the website the other day to see what guests they have. You know, I really could care less about the celebrity movie guests. I was looking to see what comic book guests they had. And there's a couple of people that interested me. I think I'm going to go, though, just to be able to purchase some stuff. Hey, Captain Beardo.
What's up, Captain Beardo?
Now, this is one I saw. This is Jeff Jones. So this is just like something from his sketch pad that he allowed to be printed as part of this.
Interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was too.
The artist thinking.
Yeah.
Yes, Captain Ramius. Let me give you the 30-cent nickel.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Gorilla's in his new layer. Hold on, Gorilla.
I only have the laptop.
Let me rearrange us.
It's kind of.
I'll move you over, and then I'm going to make you a little bit bigger.
So we got some comic books happening. You guys see I got lots of space. I can really spread my wings.
I want to see some of those prints you got framed over there. What is that?
Well, you've seen them before.
Have I?
I'll grab them. And bring them over.
All right.
That's the only way you're going to see them clearly.
Yeah. So
we got it's right here.
Oh, that's the vampy one, isn't it? Yeah. Hell yeah, dude.
Signed by Dave Stevens there on the bottom.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, that's one.
Oh, that would hang above my bed. And I mean directly above the bed, right? So when I'm laying there. Oh, that one, yeah. I do remember you showed me that one, yeah. Little Rocketeer and Betty Page action.
Yep. But hey, don't even.
Yeah, so yeah, thank you for joining us, Captain Ramius and Captain Beardo. Got the 2 captains in here tonight. Watch it. Watch that belly. But yeah, I was just doing I'd gotten in these prints last week, and I want to do kind of a very special Shelby's mail call. And
I got my.
Look at that, Doctor Strange. That's a great one.
I'm gonna pop them out of here.
Uh-oh. Gonna play with it. But yeah, I decided to do a kind of a special unboxing, and I knew Todd would appreciate him and I talk about artists and stuff that we like all the time. Especially if you hear us banter back and forth on the auctions, we can usually name off artists and stuff when a comic's being shown by someone. We're like, oh yeah, so and so did that. So I knew he'd appreciate these prints and stuff I got in.
Yeah, definitely. Those are awesome. I want to go find some
Well,
myself now.
here's a very awesome one. So this is Barry Windsor
Make
Smith.
yourself big.
Make myself big.
No point looking at my head. It's like giant. Here we go.
All right. Yeah, Barry Windsor Smith, and it's entitled Medusa. So if you look at it,
I've seen that before.
Snake
I think it's one of
the
I
hood.
think I've seen that in one of my hardcover books.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's very
Oh,
cool.
he builds up the line to create the shadow.
Well, and you and I are artists, and I mean, just the scribble, is so technically perfect, right? I mean, because I've never been able just to like scribble and call it shadow. My obsessiveness, I'd want to come in and maybe
There's a looseness, but it's super tight.
yeah, right. And I'd always want to come in and say, okay, they just don't look right, and I would then darken in the whole thing or something, right? Or erase it and hit highlights and lowlights. But I really appreciate people that can just do the scribbles down and say, yep, that's good, it's perfect. So, well, yeah, I mean, these are more hatch lines, as I would call them, hatch, right? These are just like back and forth scribbles that go down. See,
he's just repetition of line and varying the darkness, the contrast. It's awesome.
It is very awesome. Yeah, it's so cool. Ooh. So this is Kaluta. Wow, this is crazy. All right, so we might get banned again. Some boobies, but like a little mermaid.
That looks like a face.
Well, there's her head. She's looking
looks
down.
like there's a face on her chest. It's like an alien opening its mouth or something.
I don't know. Yeah, it's like around her belly button, But there's like some kind of serpent that's going around her. She's got fins on her hips. She comes down and her tail comes around or something. I'm not sure what's going on.
Is she sitting on that tail? Is that like something she's sitting on? Is that the snake? Is she wrapped up in the snake?
No, see, her tail comes around the snake like that. And then the snake comes down and is curled and comes out there.
Huh. Something's going on there.
Yeah. Very crazy.
No, she's sitting on the snake.
And yeah, she's sitting on the snake. Yeah.
Okay. What's that one called?
Mermaid. Yeah, you can always tell Barry Windsor Smith by the eyes and the lips, I think. This is cool. Now, this is some style you never see by this person. This is Bernie Wrightson.
No, that's that's his character, Captain Stern.
Yeah.
What do you mean you never see that? He did a whole.
Normally, when you think Bernie Wrightson, you think horror.
Yeah, okay, but I get, it's not the first thing you think of. But that was in the heavy metal movie.
I don't think of Captain Stern.
I think of it because it was in the heavy metal movie, and like that movie was
movie for me. Yeah,
a lot of people know Captain Stern.
Yeah, you're right. Clicking his heels, doing the quick little salute. Got a little, I guess, duck because this is for Gerber.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Okay, now this is Steve Gerber, inked by Gene Colan. Stuart the Rat. So, rat underneath a rock, got his old knapsack back there, and he's eating a can of beans.
Just
So,
like Rorschach.
yeah, so Steve Gerber, inked by Gene Colan, which is cool as hell, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were just talking about Gene Colan being the artist on Gerber's creation, Howard the Duck. So, okay, this is, we'll explain it first. So, this is by Marshall Rogers, which you said is one of your favorite, but it's all of his characters: Captain Quick, the Disciple, Clausbond the Foozle, Killbang the Koozle. A lot going on in there. So I see a cat. I see this kind of unshaded horse figure with a woman on it.
I love Alex Toth. I have all three of those big hardcovers that came out recently, and I try to get whatever I can, when I see his stuff. I'll start doing more. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Even the background is cool. Just the way they
Yeah.
use circles and dark, light and dark. Texture on the building is wicked.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this Zipatone circle is about over here, but yeah, pretty cool. All right, so this is Dave Sims, the guy that did Cerebus. So it's Cerebus with the Destroyer of the Duck.
The guy draws a duck all big.
Yeah, right.
Cerebus has to be the
Cerebus
small.
is behind him. Yeah, it was kind of Escher-esque, wasn't it? All right, we'll probably get banned again.
Uh-oh.
This is Frank Thorne. Little Red Sonya, I think. Gita. Gita.
Very nice.
Yeah, she's tired. She had a hard battle.
Takes a nap on her sword.
Takes a nap on her sword.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. That was it. Brings us back to Fairy Tale.
Nice.
Yeah. So, yeah, very happy to get that. And I knew you would appreciate the history of it, right? This is
Thank you for inviting me on your channel to share your unboxing, man.
Yeah, friend of Gerber, friend of old Gerber, where his artist friends, got together to sell this portfolio to help raise money for his legal funds against Marvel to try to get
Mouse Marvel. That was a great panel, great part of the prints.
Yeah.
Man, no, I love seeing the art. I love seeing like the pencil sketches. I love seeing the different details in the inking, how they use different techniques.
Yeah, and the different people, right? I mean, and this was a time in which Kirby was still alive and, is giving some of his art and stuff that you don't see. So, yeah, some early John Byrne, early Bill Sienkiewicz. Yes, all that is from 79 to 82. So, definitely, I think a nice little golden age of, where you see still some of the classic artists, but you have, those newer artists coming in. So,
yeah, that's awesome stuff. That was a great period, very creative. It was a very dynamic period. You had so many artists in the early 80s, with such distinctive but different styles that were breaking into comics. It was really like, I consider myself fortunate in a lot of ways that I started collecting
Yeah.
at 8 years old in 1983, because there was just some serious creativity going on in comics and the independence and some of the stuff that was coming out. The stories were different. The art was fantastic.
Yeah, yeah. Now I'll agree with you on that. Is that I'm a couple years older than you, so I started really collecting around. I remember buying books in '75 and '76,
So you got
and
almost 10 years on me
I,
collecting.
I do, I do, and I look 10 years younger.
I didn't know that was a competition. Sorry.
Okay. Um,
I'm
but
not even, I'm not even wearing my uniform today. This was very impromptu.
okay. Um, but yeah, you're right. Like with the mid '80s to late '80s and early '90s, that independent boom. I was just
Then it
getting.
was all about shoulder pads and pouches.
It wasn't. I mean, there was really
No,
some.
I mean after that in the 90s.
Yeah.
Not
But
not so
before
much.
that, you had a lot of artists and writers that were really stretching the bounds.
Oh, you had, I mean, look, in 86 you had Watchmen and Dark Knight Returns. You had like Cerebus coming out. You had
It started in
Grant, you,
'78.
you had Grendel. Yeah, that started in the 70s, but it was coming out. The run was like went into those telephone book reprints and
Yeah.
really grew in the 80s. Um, you had the independent creators like Matt Wagner with Grendel, with Mage, and then Grendel. Um,
Yeah. Someone sent me this as an AOK because I knew I loved Bill Sienkiewicz. It's a promotion poster for Stray
Great
Toasters.
posters, I remember that.
Yeah. So someone sent that to me as an AOK.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate any of that old like promotional material just because it's cool. It's like reminds me of another time.
Yeah. Yeah. I just actually got in another one. I talk about
That's
this.
awesome, Captain Ramius. Sorry,
Yeah,
sir.
that's cool.
I got excited.
Um, yeah, it's a pretty cool series. Well, I mean, and it's definitely like I said, it's that late '80s where these artists was really able to step away from Marvel and DC and um no, Marcel, we don't do that. So, oh, Marcel,
Hey,
I
Marcella.
guess I need to send you your books unless you still planning on building. I think I only have about 3 books or something, but I'll send them. But yeah, no, yeah, y'all check the rewind out. Like I said, this was a special Shelby Comics mail call. I had gotten in some cool prints uh, from time period that Todd and I really like, and told a little bit of the history because I wasn't able to get a More Monday done because of some issues earlier with StreamYard. But yeah, so it's a little bit of a More Monday special edition, mail call special edition. So yeah, y'all check it out.
What's happening in Gorilla Todd's new.
Yeah, and bringing in my best friend in the comic community, Gorilla Todd, and yeah, showing off his new area there that he's gonna have filled with.
Give it a few days, though. It won't be space like that. There'll be racks and books and lots of boxes. But it means more books for everybody out there. Accessibility to books that I didn't have access to. Our typical auction, I'm working out of like 3 to 6, short boxes next to my bed. This now I'll have hundreds of short boxes. within reach.
Well, we can't wait, and hopefully Todd will be broadcasting from there this coming Saturday in the auction.
Yeah,
Tomorrow
I don't see
night,
why not.
huh?
I don't see why not. I ordered my router on, it should be here in a day. But I got a wire, so I can hardwire. I'm hardwired, so sure.
Yeah. And also Todd will be doing his premiere auction on Whatnot tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
night, 9 o'clock Central Time. So that would be 7 o'clock on the West Coast and 10 o'clock on the East Coast. I'll be doing an auction an hour before him, also on Whatnot, which will be at 8 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock West Coast, 9 o'clock East Coast. So yeah, you get a double dose of Shelby and Todd tomorrow night, just separate. So should be a good time.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi is a little iffy, but I ordered a router, so that should take care of that. And I went a little bit. I mean, it's supposed to cover 1,500 square feet, and I'm not. I'm a little over 300 or so, 400, something like that. So I should be good with Wi-Fi. It said it supports up to 25 devices. I only have like 4 or 5 devices, and I doubt I'm using them all at once. Maybe 2 or 3. So yeah, the internet should be. I think this is going to be a really good spot. I'm excited, and I'm glad I can share it with everybody. And I appreciate you, Shelby, for being a part of my journey here on YouTube.
Yeah.
Being my pal and partner in the auctions, and thank you to everybody out there watching. The community's been so supportive. It's really just it's really, I'm really just enjoying it. It's just like taking my collecting, and my love of collecting to a whole new level.
Well, and it's been good to not only, making the friendship, but, having a couple of people that have similar sensibilities. And, and Todd and I do share a little more than comics. We talk about life and things like that. But, it's also good to kind of run things by, a friend and say, hey, I'm thinking about this. What do you think? You know, what should be my next step? And
For sure.
that's always been a good sounding board to have back and forth. Where we
Always good to
say,
have a second set of eyes on things, a
yeah,
second opinion. Sure thing, man.
yeah. I know. I'm going to do a shelf tour soon because I'm going to be selling some of these toys behind me. I've just literally run out of room for things. So I've got to get rid of stuff to bring in more stuff, I guess. So we're going to do a shelf tour as I start emptying the shelves. So I think I'll do a shelf tour, and then, some of that stuff will be taken down and put up on eBay or, something. I'm not sure, but and then your tastes change.
Sure.
Some of these things are, I mean, some are expensive, some aren't, right? It's like, well, I can't afford what I really want, so I'm going to enjoy this, because it's a little cheaper to get into. But you reach kind of a point where it's like, hey, if I maybe sell all these little things, then I can get one bigger thing that I really want. So
Definitely can. The
yeah,
best is when you can get big things and little things and medium things. You got all your bases covered.
that's always good too. So
'Cause there's cool little things, and there's cool medium things, and then there's cool big things.
well, this was an investment here. A couple of weeks ago, um I took stuff from one of my auction sales is about $350, and I bought these. So this is about $350.
Nice.
Worth of
Good deal.
prints. But I mean, it's something that gives me joy. I love
Make
going
it
to work.
cool.
I love being able to share it too. I love being able to share it out
Mhm.
there and let people see some something different than the same old stuff too, you know?
Yeah, definitely something different. That's why I'm excited. Got access to books that I really haven't had access to. Man, this is gonna be a good situation. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope. I have a lot of hopes and a lot of plans, and I hope they come true.
I
You
think it
know,
will for both of us. Both of us are um
I mean, all I really want is like to just to keep being able to buy and sell comics, and that's pretty awesome.
well, you know, you and I talked about that back around October, November of last year when we left another auction that shall not be named. You know, he's discussing what it is that we were wanting. And, um, you know, I think at that point you had done maybe one Saturday auction. And, you know, it's like, hey, can we commit to this? Can we do this every week? Can we, you know, where do we want to be? You know, we talk about those things. Where do we want to be in April of next year, right? 6 months down the road? Where do we want to be in the summer? You know, what some of the things we can do. And you know, I don't, you know, except for maybe a couple of hardware issues, I don't think I've missed an auction with you on a Saturday since, you know. So
Yeah, man, you've been solid.
yeah. Um So I'm not sure what you mean, Captain Ramius. Like I said, Gorilla Todd and I will be on Whatnot tomorrow. I'll be on at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Gorilla's going to be on at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I'm planning on only listing, I think I've listed everything I'm going to sell. It's around 32 to 35 books. I'm not planning on going over an hour, so people can go from my channel over to Todd's. Um, you know, I don't want there to be any overlap. So, uh, but I, besides maybe some user experience issues with Whatnot, you can't seem to join as a buyer. You weren't able to download the app. Really? Do you need a phone number to verify? Oh, I guess maybe they send you a code on your phone or something, huh?
Mm.
Are you using some kind of like a weird internet phone number and not like a, you know, AT&T or something like that phone number?
Yeah, Joker, we both have.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, and Joker, yeah, if you're here in Houston and the app runs but code never shows,
You
call
might,
technical support on Google Fi. Oh, that may be why.
it might be blocked, or I don't know. You might
Yeah,
have
Google may block something like that. I would contact technical support. Hold on, and I'll give you the link to that. But Joker, yeah, if you were going to Compalooza, man, let's plan on meeting up or something. I would love that.
Cool, Shelby. Those are awesome prints, man. Thank you so much for having me on tonight.
Yeah, just 1 second. Let me drop this
Yeah,
link.
yeah. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and then we'll call it a night.
Yeah, I would just shop in Florida back in the early 2000s, Captain Ramius.
Where is? I know they sent me one. I'm sure from the. You can also go to their website, whatnot.com, and and probably can find support there. So, yeah, I thought I had a technical support number, but I don't see it. But go to their website, whatnot.com, and I'm sure you can find something. And I'm sure they probably have had the same issues with others and maybe can help you out with that. So, yeah. Sorry about that, Captain Ramius. I always like to try to be helpful. Yeah, yeah. Also, might have talked to you about some consultations. Yeah, I'll be there. Oh, you'll be a seller. Oh, cool, cool. Okay. Definitely. All right. Yeah, cool, Joker. My link tree is down there below. Of course, you always can find me Shelby's Comics. I'll actually drop it in here. Send me an email. There you go. But yeah, send me an email. Let me know what y'all's booth is and stuff, and I'll come by and say hi and stuff. So yeah, I'm planning on spending. So we'll see what happens. All right. Well, Todd, thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for showing us your new pad. He's gonna have comic books and
I'm gonna have comic books and a whole lot more.
And a futon pretty soon. So, who knows what might be going on there in the
original art,
action
figures, statues, hardcovers. Shoot, I've got lots of stuff to share with everybody. I'm excited, and you're going to see a lot more. I'll actually be able to produce a lot more content because I'll have access to a lot of my stuff that I want to share with you guys. Yeah. I'm going to try and do a top 50 series for raw books and for slabs, and just highlight other things in my collection that I think are noteworthy or worth sharing.
For sure, for sure. Hey Tim, glad you're here, and man, thank you for us catching that mistake earlier.
You never know when you might need a nap.
So, all right. Well, hey, thank you all, community, for coming and joining us. Be sure and check out the Rewind so you can see some of those portfolios and stuff. Yeah, I think his auctions are going to get a lot bigger and better with the inventory space that he's going to be able to do.
Deeper, much deeper.
But yeah, thank y'all for joining us tonight. Like I said, check us out on the Rewind if you want to see some of those prints and stuff that I showed. And yeah, so Todd, you got any final words before we sign off?
I think I said them. Just thank you, everybody. Good hanging out with you, Shelby. Thank you for having me on. And guys, thank you for all the kind words about the new space. I'm super excited. I'm really pumped. I'm probably going to go out and buy some, go out and drop, I don't know how many hundreds of dollars on shelving. And next time you probably see that wall, there may be a wall of comics on the other side of the wall. So it's gonna go quick.
Can't wait. We're gonna have a nerdgasm for sure, seeing all that. All right. Hey, thank you all. And remember, it's tough out there. Try to be good to one another. Most of all, peace, love, and comics. Thank you all. Good night.